Good happy Monday, September 7, 2015. I'm Riley King and welcome to this special about Labor Day. Let's get started. Labor Day, what it means. Labor Day, the first Monday in September, is a creation of the labor movement and is dedicated to the social and economic achievements of American workers. It continues a yearly nation tribute to the contribution workers have made to the strength, properties, and well-being of our country. Labor Day legislation. Though the years the nation gave increasing emphasis to Labor Day, the first governmental recognition came through municipal ordinance passed during 1885 and 1886. From these, a movement developed to source state legislation. The first state bill was introduced into the New York legislature, but the first to become law was passed by Oregon on February 21, 1887. During the year, 4 more states, Colorado, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, created the Labor Day holiday by legislative enactment. By the end of the decade, Connecticut, Nebraska, and Pennsylvania had followed suit. By 1894, 23 other states had adopted the holiday in honor of workers, and on June 28th of that year, Congress passed an act making the first Monday in September of each year a legal holiday in the District of Columbia and the Territories. Founder of Labor Day. More than 100 years after the first Labor Day observed, there is still some debate as to what first purposed the holiday for workers. Some records show that Peter J. McGirr, General Secretary of the Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners, and a convener of the American Federation of Labor, was first in suggestion a day to honor those who, from rude nature, have devalued and craved all the gardener we behold. But Peter McGirr's place in Labor Day history was not gone unchallenged. Many believe that Matthew McGirr, a mercantist, not Peter McGirr, found the holiday. Recent researches seem to support continuous that Matthew McGirr, later the Secretary of Local 334 of the International Association of Merchants in Peterson, New Jersey, purposed the holiday in 1882, while serving as Secretary of Central Labor Union in New York. What is clear is that the Central Labor Union adopted a Labor Day proposal and appointed the committee to plan a demonstration and panic. The first Labor Day. The first Labor Day holiday was celebrated on Tuesday, September 5th, 1882 in New York City, in accordance with the plans of the Central Labor Union. The Central Labor Union held its second Labor Day holiday just a year later on September 5th, 1883. In 1884, the first Monday in September was selected as the holiday as originally purposed, and the Central Labor Union urged similar organizations in other cities to follow the example of New York and celebrate a workmen's holiday on that date. The idea spread with growth of labor organization, and in 1885 Labor Day was celebrated in many industrial centers of this country, a nationwide holiday. The form that observed the celebration of Labor Day should take was outlined in the first proposal of the holiday, a street parade to exhibit the public the strength and opportunity corps of the trade and labor organization of the community, followed by festivals for the recreation and amusement of workers and their families. This became the pattern for the celebration of Labor Day. Speeches by prominent men and women were introduced later as more emphasis was placed upon the economic and civic significance of the holiday. Still later, by a resolution of the American Federation of Labor Convention of 1909, the Sunday preceding Labor Day was adopted as Labor Sunday and dedicated to the spectacular education aspects of labor movement. The character of Labor Day celebrated was undergone to change in recent years, especially in large industrial centers where mass displays a huge parade have provided a problem. This change, however, is more a shift in emphasis and medium of expression. Labor Day addressed by leading union officials, industrialists, educators, clerics, and government officials are given wide coverage in newspapers, radio, and television. The vital force of Labor Day added materially to highest standards of living and greatest production the world has ever known, and has brought us closer to the realization of our tradition ideals of the economic and political democracy. It is appropriate, therefore, that the nation pays tribute on Labor Day to the creator of so much of the nation's strength, freedom, and leadership, the American worker. That does it for your Labor Day special. I hope you enjoyed the history of Labor Day. Goodbye, everyone.